I'm Van.
I'm Sori.
That's Sparky.
And Salty.
So where in the world are the Sori secret shirts? Do you know where in the world it is?
What do you mean? Oh, today?
We've done America.
Sweden.
Sweden.
Yes.
It's our big homie from Sweden. Check him out. He's looking pretty stylish.
I know.
Little thing.
Is there a beard on him? I can't remember now. I thought there was a little beard. Right in the front.
Yeah, the hair, the long hair.
Oh, it's the long.
He looks very serious, very, very Swedish, ready to rock and roll with that shirt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, a lot of people might misinterpret the Sori Secret shirt as a woman's shirt, but it's a shirt that any dude could be proud of walking around. So there you go, village all the way in Sweden. It is a real mind-blowing concept that we're all the music, the coalescence of music and technology. And
yeah, it has brought us together.
Brought us all together, and now we're repping in Sweden.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Your face is all over Sweden.
I can't even my mind is nah. I haven't even processed it. I'm like, your face, Sori, is on a shirt, and you're shipping it around the world. It's kind of exciting.
Shout out to the big homie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let us know, guys, going forward, if you're okay with us using your name. Mm-hmm. Because we do and then we don't. We do and then we don't.
Yeah.
So, if you sent us a picture with your shirt on it, that's not right. But you get what I'm saying.
FYI, if you order a shirt and don't wait if you're gonna order a shirt, because we're having a little bit of trouble with the website, and I have to adjust the amount, because we have patron people that are getting bunches of shirts, so a lot of those, the shirt numbers that are on the website are not actually correct. So you better make sure, if you want one, don't wait, because there's less than it looks like.
Right,
I am going to adjust that so people will know. But if you order it and it's not there and I don't have it here, I will get that size and get it to you. But I just want people to know, don't wait. It might take a little longer to get your shirt.
Yeah, so the Patreon page is getting hooked up. We did chapter 1 of our original story.
Yep.
Original fantasy story.
Yep.
So chapter 1 is up there. Got some pretty good feedback. I don't know if people are just being nice to me, but
no, it's a good one.
I thought it was a good story.
The kids are going to be happy.
Plus, we've got an actual exclusive song that me and Sori have done, completely original. That's getting mastered tonight and posted on the site. So
what's that for? What number?
A lot of good shit on Patreon. Those are 20 and up, but we're eventually going to release the song anyway, so don't worry about it. And one thing, my man Sean, my big homie Sean, he messaged me. He goes, look, man, not a financial situation to hook you guys up on Patreon, but I can donate some of my art.
Yeah, I saw that.
Unbelievable.
That's
I love
cool.
it. I love it. I love it. And that's just as valuable. Mm-hmm.
Pony is making me, I saw this picture in my head a year ago when I was praying, and she's actually hooking that picture up. It's so crazy to watch it coming onto a piece of paper.
I was watching that conversation develop.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
There's no God. Sure. Anyway, so I love that he was willing to donate his art,
Yeah.
It's way too much. That's why I'm not the capitalist in the group. You are. Hey, there's way too much emphasis on materialism. Unfortunately, we're in a material world, but it's cool when somebody was willing to give you their art. They want to contribute.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what makes a village a village.
Well, it's bartering, you know what I mean?
Right.
I love the concept of bartering.
Right.
I always used to wish that I lived in a place that people did that.
All right, here we go. What's the name of this song?
Well, it's by Jolly.
Okay.
And it's called, I think, Let It Be. Wait, Let Go. Sorry. Let Go.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
And go.
Oh, it's a nice little push, great push. Pull straight. Okay.
Take this hand through the flood. You might decide the warrior whose days are gone. Look all around, they're below the tide. Fly too high. Tell me why we stand around. We wander up. We find
I've never heard of these guys before.
Nope, me neither.
God almighty.
What?
That song went a bunch of places, man.
It did. It made me sad.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, I'm glad I don't know the backstory to this song, because I feel like maybe a band member died or something like that.
Oh. I couldn't understand the words. I just know that I started feeling like really sad, like lonely.
Here in the night.
So what's it about?
So it's about letting go.
Letting go of what?
The name of the song is Let Go. Take this hand through the flood and might decide, you warrior, that those days are gone. Look all around there below the tide. Fly too high. Tell me why you stand around, you wanderer. We'll find a way. Look at me now. Now I'm the only one. So it's like, they started together. Take this hand through the flood. And then after a while, we'll find a way. Look at me now, I'm the only one. He's by himself after that.
Yeah. Well, I got the feel of the song then. Wonderful.
You might decide that those days are gone. Look all around, they're below the tide. So they were going through a flood together, but then that time is past them. You know, the stuff that you go through with your buddy. You know, you warrior. Mm-hmm. That makes sense because, you know, you have your buddy and you feel like you can go to war with him. But now he's a wanderer because he's strayed. First he was a warrior, they were going through life together, and then he wandered off. Now he's the only one after.
Jeez.
It happens in life, man.
I know.
Here in the night, it carries us away. Here in a dream it goes away. Climb endlessly around the stone, and we might divide the barrier.
Through the stone.
Oh, through the stone, right. A test of time will pull us up into the wild, drag the sand into the sea. I showed you once, you conqueror. We'll tread the storm behind the sun. We're the lonely ones.
Lonely ones.
Yeah, that may have something to do with why you felt lonely.
No, I didn't hear the words. I couldn't understand the words.
So why do you stay?
The music I think that they did well, I guess, in
For musically?
musically connecting it to what they were trying to communicate.
That picture is very interesting. We need to put that picture on the video so people can see what the lyrics look like.
I was just gonna put the lyrics in there as we go.
Lost in a lie, fall down. Cling to a life denied. Wait for the night.
Don't tell me it's normal.
To ignite and fade out. Waiting for the perfect words to hear and follow. Looks like he
lost in a lie of God.
Yeah. But it seems like he lost somebody. Like he lost a friendship.
Jeez,
Seems like. What?
it's just sad. I know you're not like that. Like you're not, but I am. I don't like things being lost. I don't like people being gone. There's too much of that now in my life currently.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's probably because I moved around so much as a kid. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, you make these deep friendships with people, and then boom. We're moving, kids. No warning, no rhyme or reason. Gone. So, although in the song, I would be the wanderer. Mm-hmm. You know, because we were moving around so much that, you know. But there seems to be a religious undertone because it says, lost in a lie of God, stand tall and proud, remain alive. Mm-hmm. Please, I wanted love to go on and save you.
No, to go and save you. And save you. I know you want your
breathless God to save me. It might even be a conversation between two friends.
Yeah.
Your breathless God, that's interesting. Sounds like some version of Christianity.
What?
Breathless, meaning he died.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's the Christians keep talking about salvation, salvation, salvation all the time. Why? What are you thinking?
I don't like it. I don't like the way the song made me feel.
Well, then it did its job.
Yeah. I feel very uncomfortable right now.
Really?
I feel very sad.
Good Lord.
Like I want to go cry over there in the pillow.
But why? What's
I don't
sad about
know. I don't know. It with the song itself. I couldn't understand the words, so it couldn't have been the words. They're just the feel that the song gave. But you know what? Anytime that there's videos that have people being friends, it always makes me
it?
sad.
Yeah, I think the video made you more sad than the music.
I don't know. I think it was a combination.
Like I said, I hope one of the band members isn't gone or something like that.
Yeah.
Feeling down, it's morning again, looking back on where we began. Breaking down, the season has changed. Realized and started to breathe. Musically, they went like different, like a whole bunch of, like they got really heavy at one point. I was
There was
not
one part that
expecting
was really pretty too that I liked.
Yeah, like toward the end, it was.
Yeah, they were doing the finger picking with the guitar.
Yeah. Let go, let go, let go. Maybe it's letting go of the friendship, the relationship.
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like the people change so much that they can't, because it says looking back on where we began, and then the season has changed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody has to die, but it's just like sometimes
Seasons change.
people change so like irrevocably that you can't ever really be friends with them the exact same way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I remember I had these best friends and we moved, obviously, but in this particular instance we moved in the same city in Palm Bay, Florida. So we could still, we weren't in the same neighborhood anymore, but we could still see each other. But literally, like, it was one visit and he never came back because it was just so weird. It was just not the same. He was different, I was different. It just wasn't the same. So we basically had like that one summer. It was like an ultimate summer of like friendship because I'd wake up, he taught me to play baseball.
Yeah.
And like we played baseball, it was in Florida, so it was like, pretty early to pretty late at night. We just played baseball all day, and then that was it. We had that one summer, and that was it. I mean, he came over when I moved again, but it just wasn't the same. So you gotta let go of those. Maybe it's about letting go of those friendships,
Gosh.
Why do you stay? Let go. Maybe here in the night it carries us away, because he's living his dream, because his dream is to be a musician. Here in a dream it goes away, so the night carries them all away.
Yeah.
So it could be his friend wasn't in the band, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like
carries us away.
you gotta leave him behind basically. Or his friend was in the band, but he's got too many problems, so he can't be in the band anymore. It just seems to me like a lost relationship type thing. Mm-hmm. But not lost in the sense of like, I hate you or whatever. It's just people grow apart. It looks like to me. It just looks like a friendship where they just grew apart. What do you got?
Well, when he says, please, I wanted love to go and save you, I know you want your breathless God to save me.
Well, that's why I said like it looks like a conversation.
Yeah, I know, but I can't understand because I'm confused because please, I wanted love to go and save you. So if I was saying, please, I wanted love to go and save you, I know you wanted your breathless God to save me.
No, I would be responding to you.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes more sense. I think I saw the two, and I didn't see the middle.
Yeah, I know you want your breathless God to save me. So, which, if you're, it doesn't necessarily have to be from a Christian perspective, but you do kind of, we've been in that situation with people where you know, you see somebody that's in need of saving,
Yeah.
whether it's drugs or whatever it is, and then the other person's like, I don't believe what you believe. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
No, I know. Yeah.
So, and I'm not sure. Sometimes that creates a rift in the relationship, not because if you don't believe what I believe, then, you know, whatever. It's not that. It's just that it's very hard to watch somebody destroy themselves. You know, it's very hard to watch, you know,
Yes, it is.
people descend down into that type of oblivion.
Yeah, I think for me it's hard too because I don't know if it's that I'm naive or hopeful or whatever, but like, you know how people will cycle? They're not always doing bad. Like sometimes they're so like they have these moments of like, oh my gosh, it's so hopeful, like they're gonna come out of it now, they're understanding, and like what they're saying, like they get it, and then
Yeah.
no, that's not what it was.
And then there, don't
That's
tell
so
me it's
hard.
yeah. Don't tell me it's normal to ignite and fade out. So it looks like the person's saying like, this is life. People just ignite, they fade out like stars. You know, like they. And he's saying, don't tell me that's true. That's not true. You know, people don't do that. We can have, you know, balanced, healthy, long lives, but. Waiting for the perfect words to hear and follow. Ask yourself what really matters now. It's a good question.
That is a good question. That's a very good question.
That's the thing, you know. It's kind of like you got to figure out what is important
Yep.
in the here and now.
Yeah.
Because
That's-
now is all you have.
That's good for not living in the past. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because you can always think, oh, I need what I had then, or I need what, you know, that was, or this or that. But saying, no, like, you know, what matters now?
Yeah.
Because sometimes what matters now, if you're too busy trying to recreate the past or bring the past into the now, you end up losing what matters now.
Yeah. And if you're so worried about the future that you can't live in the present,
That too.
you know what I mean? Like,
That too. Yeah.
all you have is the moment that you have. All you have is the people that you have, and what you can do now. It's kind of like that book that we're reading. Like a villager had us.
Yep.
There's a short. Well, it's 130 pages, but it's a story called God's Debris, and it's basically one of the points that I'm extrapolating from it is that the past doesn't exist. It's not real because it's done. So it only exists in your mind, and you can reimagine the past. It happens all the time. The only thing that's real is right now, right? Like, that's it. So
That's interesting.
that stuff is real.
Yeah,
The
that's
future
very
doesn't
interesting.
exist yet, so it doesn't really exist. Period.
And we contort the past to either be more
Right.
positive or more negative than it actually was.
Right. Right. So
That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's and then pretty important details get lost. I mean, we have these discussions all the time.
Oh, I know. That's what I was thinking about.
But living in the moment, it's like a cliche, but it's extremely it's an extremely significant state of mind or philosophy of being, and most people can't function that way. Like most people don't really function like to be completely present inside of a moment.
Well, I think that social media is a huge, huge thing also.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, anywhere that you go, anything that you do, people are always on their phones, so they're not connecting with the people that are in that moment. They're like trying to reach across space to be in other moments, other places.
Well, why is that less valid?
Because again, you're missing the like now moments. Like
How?
I see some very significant moments happening. Like when I'm out or whatever, I'll see some very significant moments happening, and people are missing those moments because they're on social media.
Well, what if they're talking to somebody and having a significant moment with them?
Well, I mean, it could be, but I think that there has to be a balance.
With what? What are we balancing?
Balancing the people that are in front of you with the people that that you're talking to on social media.
What if the people in social media are in front of you?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by in front of you? Like physically in front of you?
Yeah, like, so, yeah, physically in front of you.
I don't know, man. I've had some pretty significant moments with people on social media.
Well, yes, and you can also you've also had significant moments with people in front of you as well.
Yeah. I don't know. It's strange because there are people will be more honest in a social media setting than they would be in front of you.
Well, I've seen people be very honest in front of you.
Yeah. I'm saying you in general.
Oh, yeah.
The general you. So I
Yeah, I
think
would agree with
because
that.
of that degree of separation, there's less awkwardness.
Yes.
So people are more.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And then there's something about the written word that gives you enough distance, but at the same time can communicate something that is different from when you're actually speaking.
Yeah, that's true.
The verbal word, which is very interesting considering we're Christians and we believe that God is
That's what I was
speaking
thinking when you were
to
saying
us
that.
through the Bible,
Yeah.
right? It's like the same thing. So like, it's just straight. Like, I don't know who's right or wrong on this. But people like react in horror when I say we were friends, but we're not friends anymore. Like,
I know.
and it's very, you know, we've had this conversation. Like, why elongate something that's clearly over? I mean, to me, of course, a person with my disposition, let go.
Well, I know.
You know, it's like,
But you're the wanderer. You said. So
sure.
So that person, it's easier. That's why they're wandering around, is because it's easier for them to say, well, when it's done, let's go.
Yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that the other person knows that the friendship isn't the same either.
Yeah, but I
It's
think
just
that
one
that's
of
what
us
makes
is
them
being
more
honest.
desperate.
One of us is being honest about it.
I think that's what makes them more desperate, though, is because it's not.
Yeah, but you know, I feel like everybody should have learned this lesson at high school graduation. You know, when you're in high school, you have your best friend, you got your person that you'll roll with. Sometimes, you know, when it talks about warrior, you know, like, sometimes it's like really that type of situation, depending on where you live. Mm-hmm. I know for me, like Bronx, New York,
it was
like,
for you, yeah.
like friendship was you know, you can take a Darwinian perspective on it and say that shit was about survival.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And like, oh, we're best friends, I love you, blah blah. And you did. And they did love me, and I did love them in that moment. And then we went our separate ways. You know, so it's like,
Yeah, but you still love that. I
still love them, of course.
Yeah, you saying
just
in that
because
moment,
just
but-
because you're saying you're not friends anymore doesn't mean that you don't love the person. Mm-hmm. We're just not the dynamics of the relationship. We're not going to be in each other's lives like we were.
Yeah.
You know, that's why, you know, you're so special to me, and you know that there's a few people that are just going to be in your life forever, but the majority of people that you make friends with are not going to be there in 10 years. And it's not because they're bad people, and it's not because you're a bad person. It's just, that's life. And you even see it in the Bible, like the model friendships in the Bible. I mean,
I know.
So I mean,
I
it
know.
happens.
When
You
it
just
happens, then you just go with it because it happens. But like, I don't like it.
Well, I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying, like, I'm confused why people are like, that's a real heartless way to look at it, and blah blah blah.
I'll tell you why it is. It's because from the beginning, it was not so that we should all be separated in the way that we are. Death was not a part of our natural existence. Hold on.
Okay.
And we were all gonna go on. So I understand. We would have spread out over the face. Forget about it. We would have spread over the face of the planet, so we wouldn't have all been all together anyway. But anyway, in the end, we're all
Right.
gonna be feasting around the same table. But I still think we're gonna be. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Vin,
all I'm
I don't
saying,
know. I just know I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Okay,
but
so
to
then
be
it can't
honest,
be right.
No, I'm not saying it's right. All I'm saying is to be honest about it, though, and say, okay, the seasons change. Like, this friendship or relationship is over as we knew it. Like, why is that such a bad thing? Like, the fact that it's over sucks. And you're right, in an ideal world it wouldn't be like that, but we're not in the ideal world. So it's just strange to
Yeah,
me
but
that
even
people...
in an ideal world, we would have spread over the whole place,
Yeah,
spread
sure.
over the planet, and we would
Yeah, I
have been
agree.
having those significant relationships with every friggin' person on the planet, so.
Well, yeah, I just don't understand why it's so hard.
I
for
don't
people.
know, but it is, though.
But I mean, I'm sure that something is wrong with me, and not other people.
Maybe, too, you make friends with people really fast. So maybe you don't feel like that loneliness that other people feel when the friendship is not there.
I don't think that people feel lonely. It's just I think it's just the concept that, because I remember telling somebody, like, no, we're not friends like we were, and we never will be again. And I wasn't being mean, it was just, no, it's not gonna. Mm-hmm. They were talking about moving back up here and stuff, and I'm like, okay, but we're not gonna be, it's not gonna be like that. And they were horrified. And it wasn't because they're gonna be completely alone, because they have lots of friends. They got a whole crew of people.
No, it's not that they'd be completely alone, but...
All right, then.
But I don't know, because what I was gonna say is, yeah, but your friendship is very, very valuable. You're a very deep person, and you're you're the most, I don't know, I always tell you this, that you're like the deepest person I know, and you have the most facets of your personality or something like that. I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's so many angles to who you are. Like, you kind of can put you in different slots and you're gonna fit in all of them. Like, you can only put me in certain places and I'm gonna do well. You're not like that. You can put you anywhere. You can put you in any conversation with any person and you're gonna do great with it.
Yeah.
Unless you don't perform for the person, in which case they'll hate your guts. But aside from that...
Right. It seemed to me that this person was just more horrified at the concept of a person who was a friend saying, we're no longer friends, it's not going to be the same way.
Yeah.
And that to me is just, it's not about me or loneliness, it's just people have a hard time dealing with that reality. Period.
Yeah.
What do you give the song?
6. Friggin' 2. I don't like it. I don't like the way it made me feel.
It's an 8.8 for me. I love the musicianship. So, like, I think I'm going to bump it up to a 9 because the musicianship is very, very unique. They went a lot of different places in the song.
Please don't listen to this when we're in the car. I can't do this song again.
Yeah, I won't listen to it while you're in the car. I can't countenance the
The what?
It's just I'm sure this is a part where I'm just like I have some like like emotional flaw or something. Maybe it's from all the years of whatever. But there's characters in the Bible, best friends, and then boom, something happens, they're done, and they go on and live happy, fruitful, healthy lives, and we'll see each other when we meet it around the Ain Self.
You're so interesting because you can easily do that, but then, like, when you're committed to someone, you're so committed.
Yeah. And those aren't mutually exclusive. Those are, one is the reason for the other.
Really?
Yeah. 'Cause you have to know who's passing through your life and who's there. And there's only 2 or 3 people like that you're gonna run into in your entire life. So once you find them, that's it. So yeah, there's some people, like, no matter where they are in the world, like, I'll do anything for them. Mm-hmm. So, but there's only 2 or 3 of them. Mm-hmm. That's because I don't look at everybody that I'm friends with in high school as like my lifelong friend or something. That's not the way the world works. And if you have that understanding, you can then pour a ton of, loyal energy into those 2 or 3 people.
Lucky me.
It's true. You're one of them.
I know. I know.
Okay.
God.
Song's a 9. I like where it went musically, too.
9. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I like where it went musically. Wasn't really a fan of the video because I'm like, somebody died or something. So I wasn't a fan of that. But, I was just waiting for like a tombstone or something like that. But, yeah, I like the song. These video requests are...
All right, Richard, he liked it. It's a 9 from Vin.
Yeah. These video requests, though, are pretty terrible, huh?
What?
There was the Being as an Ocean was one, and then there's this. there's this that was pretty hard on both of us. All right, well, it's a 9 for me. What is it for you?
I would give it a 6.
Just give it your honest opinion.
I would give it a 6 because they did all right, but I'm giving it but I want to do a 2. But I feel like I shouldn't, react to these things just all based on my personal feelings and emotions toward it. I hated this song. I hated how it made me feel. I literally want to go cry on those pillows.
Okay, well, rate the song so we can
3.
end the video, and then go cry on your pillow.
3.
All right, Vin out.
Sorry out.
Gone.